Dear Keep Swimming Foundation, my family was one of your most recent grant recipients. After we last spoke, my father continued to decline. After numerous conversations about long-term prognosis, we decided to move my dad's goal of care to making him more comfortable. On October 25th, with all of us around him, he passed away in the early morning. Actually, just in the last couple of years, I think 3 years ago, he got his dream job as an engineering lab technician. And that was just like his dream. He got a whole lab to himself to kind of tinker with things and play with things all day. And he was like a kid in a playground. It was just his joy, really. This particular day, he always worked in the lab by himself, but he was up on a ladder, a 10-foot ladder, and was reaching up, screwing something into the ceiling. And he said he felt himself start to go backwards. So in that moment, he kind of changed his trajectory to land on his feet, and it ended up shattering both of his heels and breaking both of his legs. When he was still somewhat well, my grandmother would get there early in the morning, speak with all the doctors that came, and then around lunchtime, I would come and we would kind of overlap for a few hours, and then I would spend the whole afternoon into the evening with him. And then his girlfriend would come after her second job, and we would overlap a couple hours, and then I would go home to sleep for a few hours, and she would stay usually the night, and her and I kind of took turns staying overnight. He really, really hated to be alone, especially when he was in the hospital, and so that was hard for us too, because we never wanted to make him feel like he was alone or, sorry, I can't stay because I have this going on. So I think even in that, it even took an extra toll on us because we really wanted to spend as much time with him and not make him feel lonely while he was there either. He really just didn't want us to ever be away from him. And to ultimately, he really was willing to, kind of take more of a, let's make you comfortable and focus on the quality of your life rather than the length of your life. But even up until then, he wanted to fight and he wanted to be there for us. So that was really hard too, trying to convince him, like, it's okay, like, we'll be okay. We want you to focus on you for the first time in this whole process instead of trying to fight for us. We want you to just rest and be able to be more comfortable. All of the expenses that go into spending day in and day out at the hospital, and the parking and the meals and the gas and all of those things, it's just really special that a foundation like this has stopped to really care about those little details that mean so much to the families. While these past few months, and more specifically the last few weeks, have been excruciating for us, we take comfort in knowing that he's no longer in pain or suffering. We can't thank you enough for the support you've offered our family. Through your support, we were able to take the past few days off of work to be able to spend some of his last moments with him. These are memories that we wouldn't trade for the world, that you helped make possible. Our family is overwhelmed with gratefulness. Thank you for everything you did for us and everything you continue to do for so many families. Sincerely, Jessica.